Welcome to Toffee TV. It is the Everton News Daily. Well, after much internet rumours this morning, Everton put an official statement out at 3 o'clock this afternoon, confirming that Jarrad Branthwaite had once again suffered an injury to his hamstring. Obviously, the injury that has kept him out all season, although on Friday we told he was back on the grass and we saw pictures of him back training. But obviously somewhere between then and the start of the Manchester City game, it looks like he is being injured again. He is going to have surgery tomorrow, which begs the question, why wasn't that the diagnosis from the very beginning? But he is going to have surgery, and it's a major blow for Everton. It's a major blow for the player as well, certainly in a World Cup year, and after him signing a new contract as well for the club. Yeah, and Everton have looked, there's been this feeling again, hasn't it, of like, oh, we're just waiting for Branthwaite to come back. Michael Keane's obviously played. Brien has played at right back. Everton have looked shaky defensively, and once again on Saturday, obviously not just conceding the 2 goals, but in the final moments of those goals, in the last end of the game, in the last 5 or 6 minutes of injury time, Everton could have conceded 3 or 4 on another day. And this might spark maybe David Moyes to rethink his defensive options. Obviously, Michael Keane has been playing centre-back all season and has done okay in the whole, but he is the 4th choice, and it might be time for Brien to take up that centre-back spot and maybe someone else coming at right-back, whether that be James Garner or Seamus Coleman. Even, we'll have to wait and see, but it is a major blow. Not just because he's a better defender, but because of how calm he is on the ball as well, and how more calm we look as a team when he's in the defence. I must admit, it feels like a long time since Jarrad Branthwaite actually played a game for Everton. Obviously, he got injured at the back end of last season, so it's been months since we've seen Jarrad Branthwaite play for Everton in a competitive game. So hopefully surgery sorts it out. Hopefully this is the end of it. I don't know whether there's a larger issue, because obviously this is a player who suffered injuries for Everton over the last couple of years and has been out for large spells. Everton really need to get to the bottom of it. Whether the surgery does finish it once and all, we won't know. We won't know till he comes back and plays games, but very, very disappointing. And obviously this is off the back of Everton losing as well against Manchester City on Saturday. David Moyes obviously spoke after the game. Here's his thoughts on how the game played out.
I thought we'd done a good job for best part of an hour. The first goal was disappointing, but it was the second goal more disappointing, because it never gave us a chance to sort of keep ourselves in the game at that point. Made it really difficult to get back in it. But we've done a lot of good things, made some good opportunities, and no, there's no disappointment for me regarding the players. The result's disappointing, but I think coming to Man City is never an easy place to get.
There you go. Obviously a disappointing game. But one of the bright spots of the game was Iliman Ndiaye's performance. Certainly in that first half, he was absolutely phenomenal. He looked like he had tired in the second half, but he was just absolutely amazing. Here's David Moyes' thoughts on his performance.
Well, Illy was the best player on the pitch in the first half. Might have got taken over by Foden as the game went on, but I think that Illy was the one who really made a big difference for us. But we had 2 great chances as well. And the second one, which Beto doesn't score it, I think is onside. I've had a chance to look again. I think if it was a VAR decision, it would be incredibly close to being a goal. So I don't know how many chances you get when you come to Man City, but certainly the level of team which we are at the moment means that we don't get bundles of them. So we have to sort of take those opportunities.
There you go. Obviously fantastic performance, but wasn't enough to get Everton a goal. Even though he could have got a goal himself and had an assist himself. Moving on, Everton women played at Goodison Park yesterday against Nottingham Forest. It was a cup game, League Cup. They drew 1-1 with Nottingham Forest, as I said. Kelly Galgo getting the equaliser after they went behind to a penalty. I say won the penalty. They had the penalty shootout after the game, which they got 1-4-3. That gave them an extra point because it's a group stage. So that give them an extra point. So it's not like they won as in they went through. They got an extra point for that penalty shootout. But it's another disappointing performance for Everton women. Certainly at home, haven't won any of the home games this season. Obviously, 3 of them at Goodison Park and 1 of them at Hill Dickinson Stadium. There is an international couple of weeks now before they come back in November. So lots to think about when it comes to Everton women in the next couple of weeks. There wasn't a great crowd at Goodison yesterday either. Now, obviously, totally understand the weather wasn't great and Liverpool played at R4, but yeah, it wasn't a great crowd. So it does call into question what has to happen to get crowds in. Fantastic crowd last week at Hill Dickinson, but was that the novelty of playing at Hill Dickinson? Who knows? But be interesting to see if anything changes in the next couple of weeks. And finally, another injury story. You may have seen Everton under-21s player Joel Catsby last week get injured against Bradford City. It was a horrible injury. It has been confirmed that he's broken his fibula and he's got an ankle dislocation as well. Luckily, he hasn't broke his tibia, and there's very limited ligament damage, which is a plus if there is a plus. But it was a horrific injury. And obviously it's a long road back for Joel now, so we wish him all the best in his recovery from that horrific injury. And also we send our best to Royston Drenthe, obviously ex-Everton player, was who had a stroke over the weekend. Obviously at such a young age, that's obviously horrific. So we send all our best to him and hope that he has a speedy recovery getting over that. There you go. This has been the Everton News Daily. Make sure to give this video a like. Subscribe if you haven't already. You want more great videos. Join us over on Toffee TV Premier. The link is in the description and the QR code is coming up on the screen now. Thanks for watching. See you later.